Hello everybody! I'm about to go live with a magical moon mother, and if you don't know what a moon mother is, don't worry, she's gonna explain all about that. It sounds magical, and it is. So if you are interested about being, the magic of being a woman and how you can tap more into that magic and feel more in your power as a divine feminine, you want to join us. So now I'm gonna, because we have already some people, thank you for the heart, I'm gonna invite Jessica. Let's say I'm gonna do this because that's the first time, okay? Okay, so let's see if she's gonna show up. Okay, so Jessica is a moon mother. And maybe, how about we start by explaining what a moon mother is? So we're still waiting on her. This is the first time I invite someone, on my Instagram live. So it's interesting. Let's see. Waiting. Oh, I love you too, Beth. Is that your name, Beth Marie? Both names? Oh, thank you so much. It feels so good when you receive love.
Yay! Yay!
This is awesome.
I figured it out. Yay. Okay.
I love that. Oh my God. Thank you, Instagram.
Yay, it worked here. Hello, everybody. Good to have you here. Yeah, I'm going to kind of get myself situated. Can you all hear me, Natalie?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Well. Okay, this is so much fun.
Let me introduce Jessica to you. Jessica, I want to tell you first how I met her. So I went to the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. Some of you may know that. And in the program, we have to go through coaching circles, which means we have to hop on a call, and there's kind of a teacher who's gonna take us through some the program that we are doing at the IIN. So the first time it wasn't Jessica, it was someone else, and for some reason, like there was a voice in my head telling me, just cancel with this group, and we can only do this one time. You can cancel one time and change to another group. So some voice was telling me, just cancel, it's not for you. So I canceled and I asked to join another group, and Jessica was there. And from the first coaching call, I fell in love with her energy. She has the most, like you can see, she has the most beautiful energy. She's so loving, and like you can feel her love right away. So, and I was so grateful I did that, because not only she's amazing and sweet and loving, she taught me something that I used to get a glimpse of growing up, but I never understood what it was, and I used to shut it down, which is how to tap into your inner goddess energy and how to feel more powerful as a woman without wanting to be like man, without wanting to be like anybody else, just yourself, just your own divine power. Okay, and now Jessica became a moon mother, so she upgraded her wisdom and her skills, and now she's gonna explain to us what a moon mother is and what are we about to share with you today. So go ahead, Jessica.
Oh, Natalie, thank you so much for that beautiful introduction, and hello to everyone here. It's really an honor to be here. We're kind of doing this spontaneously. I'm sitting on the floor with my plants. Yeah, so a moon mother is an advocate for the divine feminine. And hopefully, I'm hoping that one day Natalie becomes one. I think it's already in her. So we talk about, or as a moon mother, we're all about embracing the 4 phases within us as a woman. So very often in society, we've been trained to be like men in terms of our drive and our energy. And there's nothing wrong. Like, I love the divine masculine. I'm not putting down the divine masculine. I'm not putting down men. But so many systems in society have been created through the masculine energy, through what I call the linear energy, and what many moon mothers call the linear energy. And so as a moon mother, I'm here to help women wake up to the 4 women within themselves. And so that does not look like being in this driven energy all the time that society says is successful. And so what I'm going to do, just to make the most of our time together, is go through the 4 phases with you as women and show you how you are just like the moon and just like the earth. And so, and I know it's a little, the coloring, I feel like I'm in a shadow right here, but whatever, I'm going to go with it.
Jessica, you can use one of the filters to make it brighter. Yeah.
Oh, maybe that would make it brighter. Let's see if this
Yeah,
helps.
use the one that has
there we go. That helps.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, good, good. See, I'm totally new to this. That makes it a lot brighter. Great. Okay, so I'm going to talk with you about the 4 phases. So let's just dive into this here. So women, we go through, physically speaking, we go through pre-ovulation, ovulation, premenstruation, menstruation. And these 4 energies are reflected in the phases of the moon and the seasons of the earth. And even if you're a woman who's gone through menopause, who's in perimenopause, who's had a hysterectomy, who has amenorrhea, who has, you know, maybe you just, even if you're on birth control, you still connect to these phases in one way or another. So we are commonly addicted to this pre-ovulatory energy. We're addicted to this energy that is like springtime on earth, that is like the waxing moon in the sky, and which is the go, go, go energy. This is energy that when we are in this phase, we feel like we can keep up with the pace of society around us. We're so driven. We love to-do lists. We love checking things off. Longer, I'm going to have to charge my phone. We have longer, our hours of the day seem long, or we can span out, what am I trying to say here? I'm in my premenstrual time, so it's a little hard for me to articulate. So we can work for longer hours in the day, and we feel very on. We feel like we've had a bunch of coffee in a way. We're just so awake and so aware. And this is the energy that is most like what we see in society. So we see this everywhere. And so as we're like, you know, applauded for being quick and fast and doing more and more, we kind of become addicted to this energy. So that is the pre-ovulatory energy. And I am just scratching the surface here. So please know that I'm just scratching the surface. Then we coast into ovulatory energy. And this is, oh yes, Natalie, were you
someone said I can relate. So how about you ask them who can relate to this energy?
Oh, yeah, great idea.
Yeah. So if you relate to this energy, like you feel yourself that you're not doing enough, like the whole month you want to be on the go, go, go energy, you want to do more, you're exhausting yourself, and the physical, you know, like you go to the gym every single day, even if you're on your period, who can relate to that? Just give me a thumbs up or say something. Like we want to connect on a deeper level here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I was so addicted to this energy. I mean, I took something called Adderall. I don't know if you all have heard of this.
Yeah.
It's exhausting, but I took everybody. It's eating my battery. So I'm going to pull this closer. Okay, so what I was going to say, sorry, the sound. Okay, stay with me. Okay, I'm going to flip this. Hold on.
We're with you. We're not going anywhere.
Okay. So let's see if we can see myself. Okay. I'm like a little square. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to hold it. Oh, great.
So Beth is saying I'm a nurse and I'm constantly feeling exhausted.
What's that?
So Beth, I don't know if that's the name. Beth? Yeah, Beth is saying I am a nurse and I'm constantly feeling exhausted.
She's in which phase?
A nurse. She's a nurse.
Oh, she's a nurse. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm sure.
So sometimes our job, it doesn't also allow us to tap more into the divine feminine energy, right?
Right.
So
many, and I'm so sorry, they'll be quiet in a moment. So yes, that's exactly right. Thank you, Natalie, for pointing that out. And that is so true. The thing is with the divine feminine is that, if my dogs would be quiet, is that I might have to walk outside, is that if you give her just a little space, if you acknowledge just a little bit of your truth, and you honor whatever phase you're in just a small way with one ritual or another, you start to receive, freedom, and you don't feel as exhausted, and things start to flow more and more and more. Natalie, can you hear the dogs really bad? Are they pretty loud?
Not anymore.
Okay, great. So and I'm going to come back to that in a moment. Thanks. Oh, the dogs. Okay. See, I'm in my premenstrual phase, and that is grinding my nerves right now. So yes, let's come to this and actually, wait, I want to talk about this Adderall experience that I had. So Adderall is an amphetamine, and Adderall means like, you know, you have, I'm gonna have to do something about them. It feels like you've had 20 cups of coffee. Okay, okay.
It's okay.
It feels like I took this, I've been off of it for about 10 years, but Adderall, when I took Adderall, I was always in my pre-ovulatory energy. I mean, I was in the headspace of pre-ovulation, and I was so exhausted and just drained and like, oh my gosh, how can I keep up? My adrenal glands were shot, and I was so young. So that coming off of that was amazing for me. It was hard, and it meant like letting go of all of my crutches for maintaining success in the exterior world. But it did get easier with time, and waking up to my womb wisdom helped me find solace and peace around this. So let's hop to, and Nathalie, please feel free to interrupt me at any point that you see something.
Just one question.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, the dogs.
When you say womb wisdom, because I know this is very new to a lot of people who are listening to us now, what do you mean by womb wisdom? Like, you mean, and we have wisdom in our womb?
Yes, so great question. Really good question. So womb wisdom is understanding, it's understanding that we are like 4 women in one body. Okay, so in the womb is, I know, so do I. And the womb is where the soul of our divine feminine, the divine feminine energy resides. So the womb is what takes us through these 4 phases. And we kind of have shut that down for one reason or another over centuries of time. I mean, women who used to be aware of this energy were considered witches. We were considered, we were kind of exiled, like they were. Yes, Nathalie?
Some people call me witch.
Oh yeah, I get that too, all the time.
They tell me you have like witchy vibes.
yeah, I get that too. And so we've kind of been, so we were kind of shunned around understanding this, because a woman, a woman who's connected to this is a very powerful woman. She understands how to take care of herself. She's not as, she knows how to flow. She's not as scared of change. She's more independent in her own way. She also knows how to have her heart open. She knows that she knows how to flow with life, and life begins to flow with her. So back to what I was saying. So we have the pre-ovulatory energy, and then we have the ovulatory energy. And the ovulatory energy is where all of that drive in us softens. And so this is like the full moon in the sky. Like imagine, you know, what you feel when a full moon is around. That's what you feel in your womb space. So, you know, it's so funny. We've had this, and not funny, but just interesting. We've had this huge fascination with moon energy recently. I'm sure you've seen this. We've got like moon child shirts and full moon circles, new moon circles, and I really think that it is guiding us back to our womb wisdom. So the moon is great. It's grandmother moon, right? According to Native American spirituality, but it's just one part of it. And if you are a woman who has a physical cycle, you actually are experiencing your womb energy above the moon energy. So it can be full moon energy outside, but you could have pre-ovulatory energies in your body, and you could have the earth energy reflecting autumn. So as women, another little fun fact, we're constantly working with 4 cycles. There are probably more than that. We're working with,
wow.
Yeah. we are like constant. So if you are someone who has a lot of emotions or feelings, and you're like, what is going on? Why, oh, whoops, sorry, I just hit something. Why can't I darn it. Oh, there we are. Why can't I gotta get this phone. I'm so sorry, y'all. I feel so unprofessional right now.
No, it's okay.
There we go. Why can't I keep up with things? It is because you are feeling everything. We are feelers, you know, and we've been told that feeling is not necessarily the best way to make the money or be successful. So coming back to this idea of working in cycles and feeling the cycles of 4 different things, you're feeling the cycle of the earth, you're feeling the cycle of the moon, you're feeling the cycle of your womb space, and you are feeling the cycle of where you are in your life as a woman. So you're feeling the maiden energies of our early years. You're feeling these are the things that you're rolling through. So, you know, then you're feeling the fertile years. Then you're feeling the perimenopause years, and you're feeling the menopause years, you know, so it's really fascinating. So just coming back to the ovulatory energy, and Natalie, were you going to say something?
No, I'm just enjoying.
Okay. Natalie and I are both in the same phase right now.
Yeah, we are. That's why we feel like a little
Natalie,
wild. I don't know. Like, what?
Oh, I didn't hear that last bit. Yeah, so that's why.
We are in the menstruation energy.
Yes.
Which is the phase I love.
Yes, Natalie has always loved this phase. Yeah, she has. I remember her taking the course. Natalie's gone through this course that I'm going to talk about here in a moment. Moon Goddess Miracles.
And it changed my life. Like,
oh, you're so sweet.
No. It changed my life because it reconnected me to a wisdom that I have within me, which is my womb wisdom.
Yes.
So it's not like when I coach people, it's not like I am changing them. I am just guiding them back home. And this is what Jessica did to me. She just guided me back to my womb wisdom. And I will be forever grateful for her. Because now I live my life with a different, like a whole new perspective. And it makes me feel so womanly and powerful. And I love being a woman.
Oh my gosh.
Like I used to say, oh my gosh, like growing up, oh my God, why was I born as a girl? Like I used to say that because, we've been shut down. We've been taught that you are shame, you bring shame, you bring dishonor. So when you find someone who can guide you back to your power, like what could you ask for more, right?
Oh, you're so sweet, Natalie. You're such a beautiful spirit. And I'm so glad you all are following Natalie because she has an incredible journey. Oh my gosh. She shared this in Goddess Quest, which is one of the bonuses in Moon Goddess Miracles. And her story, she is just a mystical energy that has gone through so much. She has so much wisdom. And if you haven't coached with her personally yet, I recommend that you do so. I really do, Natalie. You're just like, there's something about her. We had a talk the other day.
I feel humbled.
And or more than that, and I just felt so held and so supported, and I would want her as my coach. So check her out if you don't do this course. Yes. Oh, she says she opens her mind and heart. Someone was saying to the moon, what beautiful, beautiful. I'm so glad to hear that. Someone had just posted. Yay.
Thank you. I feel the energy actually now. I feel like there's a huge circle of women holding hands. Can you feel that?
Yeah, yes, definitely. So we're coming to the ovulatory energy. I really want to get up and move here because I want to get into a different spot. We're getting into the ovulatory energy.
Nobody's going anywhere.
This is real life stuff. Hold on, this is real life stuff here. This is real life Jessica moving.
For some reason, I feel like I'm at my best when I'm standing up doing lives. I don't know why. Maybe because
no, that's a really good point.
I can feel grounded.
Yes, no, I totally agree with that. So, which I should have done here. That would have been smart. So ovulatory energy. So let's talk about this. We come into, so you coast through your pre-ovulatory energy, then you come to ovulation. So all of that drive, so much love. All of that drive softens. And so this is another favored energy in our society, right? So we have two really favored energies. Number one is that driven woman who gets everything done. That powerhouse woman she's just on fire. That is the pre-ovulatory energy. This quick woman who can keep up with the rest of society. That's a really, sometimes that intimidates people, but I think more and more it's becoming a very popular energy, a very, what's the word I'm looking for? See, when you get into premenstruation, your words evade you. A very popular energy, but the second popular energy, or probably the first original popular energy, would be the energy of ovulation. And this is the energy where a woman she's in her mother energy. She's like the full moon in the sky. She's like the summer on the earth. And she's very kind. She's very caring. She puts others before herself naturally. I mean, it just naturally happens. She can share things with the world without coming across too harsh. Her heart is open. It's the heart phase. And so this energy is, I mean, society loves this energy. We're the nurturers when we're in this energy. But this is also an energy that people or women can get, or anyone with a female energy system. I really want to drive that home. Some people who have female energy systems do not necessarily connect as a woman, connect with themselves as a woman. And that's a whole nother conversation. But we're feeling this heart opening energy. And it's sometimes really hard to leave that energy behind. So when ovulation, dwindles away, we start to feel some darker sides of ourselves. And we've kind of been told that, hey, you're only valuable if you're a mother or if you can keep up with the systems, if you can keep up with the successful, driven energy. That's where you're valued most as a woman. But women are not like that. We are like the yin and the yang. And so we've been really accepted, and we know how to thrive in the yang energy, but it's more of the yin energy that comes through with pre-menstruation and menstruation that, I think we have shadows around experiencing and embracing. I know I did. So then we come to pre-menstruation, and this is where, all of that heart opening. Oh, and the ovulatory energy is a natural networking energy. So if you own your own business, you want to get out there and you want to network with people, you want to give talks, you want to do things like Facebook Lives. It's really neat as an entrepreneur, and I'm sure Nathalie knows this, you can start to live from your cyclic nature with your business. So we're always changing. We're always going through those 4 women within, and we can use them in all areas of our lives. We can use them with our business. We can use them with our lovers. We can use them, our lover, or lovers.
I like lovers more.
yes, I know. We can use them with our family. We can use them with how we dress up and show, reveal ourselves to the world. We can use them with how we make food, how we eat. We can use these energies with our creativity, our writing skills, our what else? Our exercise, how we move, everything. With sex, yes, sex, exactly. Have you ever noticed that one week you feel really confident in bed, and then the next you're like, oh my gosh, I want to hide and no one look at me? And I don't know if that's ever come up for you. It used to come up for me way often before I understood this energy. So we're going to go into the premenstrual energies. Nathalie, anything you want to say real quick? Anything coming up?
No, just ignore those comments.
Oh, I didn't see those comments.
Yeah, no, the one who was saying sex, I think that's a guy, and he's just
sex. Oh, well.
Yeah, he's trying to be funny.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. I thank you, Nathalie. You're so sweet. Yeah. We're gonna have people who say things.
I know.
It's okay. You're so
but
sweet.
Look, we're so loving. Like, we don't.
I know. I didn't even interpret it as something. I was like, yeah, it's sex. We can have sex. It's very true.
I know. That's because
I
know the culture. Yeah.
So then we're going to come into the premenstrual energies, and this energy is this is the waning.
Just 1 second.
Yes.
Just 1 second. So everybody, you see how intuitive she is? She understands whenever I want to say something without even me doing anything. I wasn't doing anything.
Oh, you're so fun.
Yeah.
You're so sweet, Nathalie.
Sorry for
you have it too. Okay. You have it too. You're so beautiful. Oh, I'm so glad to be here with Nathalie. She's she's a Taurus. I don't know if you knew this, but Nathalie is naturally all about beauty. She is. She just knows beautiful things, and she's all about pleasure. And
I think the Taurus, I think the Taurus helps me to tap more into like pleasure and abundance, and because this is how Tauruses are, right?
Yes.
So it comes naturally to me because I'm all about pleasures of life, and not like be easy on yourself and just slow, like, because the Taurus is slow, right? Heavy and slow. So yeah.
I love the